Live from Tsunami Studios, Transmission TV presents Live on Tuesday, hosted by Kozak, deMars.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Transmission TV. I'm Kozak, deMars, and it's lovely to have you all here on this Tuesday evening today. Hope everybody's keeping well. We have a fantastic show ahead of us. We've got the awesome Shobsy O'Brien and the wonderful Jacob Koopman popping on, and we're going to have a bit of a chat with them. We're also going to have some performances from them as well, guys. So don't go anywhere. We've got a lot ahead of us for the next 2 hours. Sorry, 1 second here. What's going on here? Are you all right there?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I'm just having a look here at this official roadmap. Our roadmap was delivered today. Yeah, by did you not see the big golden stretch limousine outside?
I did, yeah. What was that all about?
Yeah, that was the Minister of Roads and Maps. And he decided,
roads?
Yeah, absolutely.
No way.
And he decided he was going to hand deliver this, because you know we are a bastion of the community, and we are here to deliver this to everybody, the official Irish roadmap for opening up the live events again, and we couldn't be more happy to have this here now.
So what does this all mean? Tell us what's going on.
Well, do you know what?
There's Tipperary.
There's Tipperary. They're also going to be open. Awfully going to be open.
Now, does that mean we'll be able to visit Braeside Boys and watch them live? What does this mean?
Do you know what? It will be the first time since, what is it, March 2020 that we'll be able to go and see Braeside Boys in their hometown.
Yeah, amazing. So many different artists.
Absolutely.
Shobsy, of course, we'll get to see him live eventually.
Shobsy, do you know what? If you look here, right, you see those lights there?
That's Shobsy Lane, is it?
Those are the state lights, and Shobsy is just standing here.
Just left of state lights.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I pointed right, and yeah.
Do you know what? It's grand. I think it was holding upside down.
Oh yeah, that's it. There we go.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. So that's great. So there's loads and loads of gigs happening very, very soon, I guess. So I think we're going to see in the next month or two how it all pans out and stuff like that. I guess one of our questions for today then in that case can be which artist you guys might want to see at home, and maybe we'll have a discussion as well between ourselves at some stage and see what independent artists we are really looking forward to seeing. So keep that in mind, guys, throughout the show. We're going to ask you that question, and you know, we might give away a Patreon giveaway or something like that for the most interesting or most coolest answer. So have a think about that, guys, today. We've got some great stuff, as mentioned already. We've got Shobsy coming very soon. You're going to have a bit of a chat with him.
I am indeed, and we have the absolutely fantastic Jacob Koopman joining us.
It's going to be awesome. Fantastic. And I'm going to be interviewing
Don't forget me, you mad thing.
Jesus, Keito, what's the crack? Sorry, I keep forgetting about you.
Yeah, did you see that intro? I went mad because you ruined that on me, man.
What you mean?
I'm sorry,
you weren't
Keito.
in your positions. I had to wave around the cameras.
I saw you pointing at my crotch at some stage. You've got a problem doing that every time.
Do you know, that's my fault. It's like, you know, this is such a big deal, Keito. We've got the roadmap.
I
took my eyes off the prize.
You're the one that steers the ship, man. You know, we can't see what's going on. So
I'm on a microphone and no one's listening to me.
We're in your hands, man.
I'm sure everyone will forgive me.
Yeah, we'll forgive you. I just like the way you tried to blame us for it, though, and it didn't work. And then now you're like, forgive me, please.
But you know what? It's like reality TV. Do you know what? If this all falls apart, now that the roadmap is
we have the map now. We know where we're going.
Yeah. And you know, we can inject a little bit of live reality TV, Real Housewives of Ballyfermot type drama in here.
Love it.
So, Keito, you keep having those tantrums there in your little box.
I will.
Absolutely. And stay in that bleeding box down there, all right? So, by the way, we are live in Tsunami Studios right now, guys, so you are able to comment in, and you'll have a chance to ask questions to each of our guests as well. So don't forget, this is an interactive show. We have our comments over there on the screen. We see you have loads of comments already popping up, so you're all very, very welcome. And don't forget, guys, to like the stream, share it around right now. Do subscribe to our channel. 90% of our viewers are not subscribed that watch us live, so do click that subscribe button and join us on this journey. We're here every 2 weeks. We always bring in the very best of independent artists, and we are trying our best to help promote the arts here in Ireland, because it really, really needs it and deserves it.
Absolutely.
Most importantly.
And you're only missing out on half of the experience, because you're going to see these amazing performances that our guests have done today for us.
Yes.
And you're missing out on the secret song. If you join the Patreon, you get to experience the secret song, and they're usually absolutely feckin'.
They're bangers. They're bangers. And not only you get secret songs, you also get priority from your comments and questions being read out. And also we have some photos and bloopers and backstage footage. Not like the live show is a big blooper in itself sometimes between us and Keto, isn't it?
Yeah, I find we're really, really professional before the camera goes on, and then we just lose our shit altogether, and it just divulges into a big soup.
It's that fourth cup of coffee, I'm telling you, man.
That's it.
Anyway, do you want to proceed then? You want to kick into this?
You know what? Let's get our show on the road today.
Let's get the core of the show
Tuesday Night
going.
Live, sure, we might as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. And our first guest, I mean, I've chatted to our first guest a couple of times in the last year, so I thought I'd give you the honours now, because I said, I'm not sick of Shobsy. Shobsy's probably sick of me now at this stage, asking all these questions, so I figured I'd give you the chance to do that.
Do you know what? We'll ask Shobsy if he's sick of you when he gets on.
I'm afraid to know the answer.
But, so folks, we're going to introduce our first guest here, a man who needs absolutely no introduction. He's one of the most talented singers and probably the most electric frontman in all of Dublin and all of Irish independent music today. He is currently working on a highly anticipated solo record, but you all know him for his fantastic work with the amazing State Lights. He's one of the most amazing singers, talented performers, and absolutely one-of-a-kind frontmen that we've seen in this country in a long time. Please make our guest very welcome. It's Shobsy O'Brien.
You!
Hurrah! Hello, welcome. You know what, we're extremely kind people.
Oh yeah. All the mistakes have been ironed out now at this stage. I think you caught us at the perfect moment.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for your applause here to die down, but you're used to that sort of applause. You are. This is 100%.
An invisible crowd. So.
Yes.
All we've had during the pandemic is fake applause. But they say fake praise is no praise, but fake applause you can take to the bank. It's 100% valid because it's deserved. 100%. And speaking of deserved, here's the big question for you to start off. How are you getting on with your much anticipated solo album, and when are we going to see it?
It's going well. So yeah, it's been like, the last couple of months. So my band State Lights kind of came to an end in we announced it in January of this year. So that's actually quite a long time ago now. But yeah, so for those months I've been writing it, and it's starting to kind of get somewhere now, and thinking that potentially a first release will happen in January, but a couple of gigs hopefully before that, which would be great.
That's like State Lights had such a very identifiable sound, and you of course were a huge part of that. You were the voice of the group. Are we to expect the same vibe as State Lights, or are you taking us on a completely different journey now with this?
So it's definitely different. It's not as kind of band centered as State Lights was, but it's definitely still, as we were saying, it's based in the 80s. It's definitely 80s inspired, which I think is a good thing. I love 80s music, but with modern elements as well, and definitely different sounds and different feelings. But definitely, I think people who liked State Lights will hopefully enjoy this too.
Absolutely. And is it a more, I suppose, centralized writing process for that? Because I presume, anyone who saw the band will know how absolutely tight you were together, and that just comes from so many people, putting a lot into the different aspects of coming up with that sound. Is this really from the inside out type of a project?
Yeah, so it was definitely because it was like written on my own in my attic during level 5 lockdown. So it's like it's probably the sound of a mental breakdown, probably, to be honest. But no, there's positivity in it and everything. But it is definitely, it's the sound of me just trying to put something together, and also trying to not overthink it, and trying to just write music that I like. That's basically it. Yeah.
I think as well, when I think about you guys, and my first introduction to yourself and to State Lights were the early days of the pandemic, when we were all trying to figure out how do we make music in this new world and this new situation we've been put into. And you really caught a lot of people's attention for those, fantastic split screen videos that you came up with, of your own songs, and the amazing Small Town Boy cover as well. I suppose I'm going to ask you, as a man who is very much geared up to being in front of a live crowd, did that in any way, cure the itch? Was it a novelty at the time, or was it really just something that was a bit soul destroying to do?
No, there was definitely an itch scratched there, like as in, and especially because some of them went down quite well.
Yeah.
And it was like, we definitely were like, oh God, this is great. So, and at that point, we probably wouldn't have been able to guess that the band would be coming to an end in a couple of months after that. But itches were scratched. But I'm desperate to play. Absolutely desperate to play.
And speaking of that, that obvious hunger that you have for performance, it's very, very visible when you look at your output. But when you take it back and when you bring it back before state lights and back to, when you were a younger person dreaming of doing this, is that where the 80s centric, vibe that's going to be on this record comes from?
Yeah, so as in did I fall in love with the 80s back then? Yeah, so it was a thing in my youth I fell in love with, and I just felt the songs were well written. They were really good pop songs, and I was going this to me is what a good pop song is. And I naturally enjoy pop music. Now I like every type of music, but I do genuinely like pop music. And so I would have fallen in love with my first thing that I ever fell in love with was Riverdance, which is kind of a strange one. I fell in love with Riverdance because of it was also kind of the slightly homoerotic element of it. And it was Riverdance and Lord of the Dance in particular with Michael Flatley, where he's giving it all. Exactly. All that stuff. I was just like, I kind of like that because he's like, talk about frontmanship. That's
absolutely
incredible frontmanship. So that was one of my early things. But obviously that was 80s, 90s. So I love that. I just love that period of time. I think it was quite soulful.
Do you know how to river dance? Do you?
I do not know how to river dance, which is I've been asked by many Americans, do I know how to river dance? No, I don't know how to river dance.
There's still time anyway.
There's plenty of time. Yeah. Plenty of time.
Bringing up the frontman aspect of the whole thing, obviously. Like a huge part of your whole presentation is derived from what I would call, the classic throwback, stadium confounding frontman. And it's an art that has slightly died out in, the last few years. And I think for yourself, you were a throwback in the most, complimentary way possible. Who are your, those frontmen that you absolutely hang your hat on and inspire you?
So definitely, Freddie Mercury, Bono, Jim Morrison of the Doors. I also, and then in terms of modern times, I love Sam Herring from Future Islands. If you know a band called Future Islands, absolutely went viral for one of the best live television performances of all time. And it showed that I think there's still a hunger out there for people who like that type of very passionate performance because of course everyone likes it, but all it needs to happen is that people are exposed to it. But as you say, it kind of isn't so much in vogue that or expected that people are really giving it in the performance. But I still think it's worth doing. And,
absolutely.
So I couldn't even choose not to do it, as in I have to do it, because I just love it so much,
I think as well, when I, listen to yourself and I watch the videos, and it's very, very evident as well that when it comes to that package, that, you have the voice that elevates it into something that could potentially, be on a bigger stage than just in Ireland. And I was wondering, is that all you, or were you trained to sing, or is that just something you developed yourself?
No, I wasn't trained to sing, but I watched loads of just clips growing up and bought loads of DVDs back in the day before YouTube and all that. And that obviously now YouTube became an incredible platform for seeing everything that ever was, so amazing. But in the early days, I had DVDs that I loved, and I would learn every single movement of the 2.5 hours of that live gig, and I would invite my parents to come in and be like, okay, would you like to watch Queen live at Wembley performed by me? And they're like, awesome. Not particularly, but go ahead.
Awesome. So speaking of Queen live at Wembley, it's not quite as big a stage, but it's Shobsy live in Tsunami Studios, and this is the first of a few wonderful performances that Shobsy did for us. So we're going to go to Own the Night.
understand how love started before you. I can't understand how others can ignore you. You said, boy, turn around, open up the sound and turn it upside down. I didn't know what you were talking about. You said, love, work it out. The secret ain't that hard. I was begging you to tell me now. I was begging you to tell me how. Then you said, on, 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 on. Boy, you gotta own the night if you wanna make it right. Said you gotta own, 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 own. Boy, you gotta own the night if you wanna make it right. Can't you understand? It's all here for the taking. Can't you understand? You're a star in the making. You said, boy, turn around, open up the sound and turn it upside down. You didn't know what I was talking about. And you said, boy, work it out. The secret ain't that hard. I was begging you to tell me now, and I was begging you to tell me how. Then you said, on, 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 on. Boy, you gotta own the night if you wanna make it right. Said you gotta own, 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 yeah. Boy, you gotta own the night if you wanna make it right. Listen, I'm going to own the night because I'm going to own the night because I'm going to own your night because I'm going to own the night. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Gotta own the night if you wanna make it right.
The amazing Own the Night from Shobsy, who is our wonderful guest here today, just in case you have just joined us. And we're going to have a couple of more wonderful performances from Shobsy coming up. Also, we got our comment section there. I see lots of yous in there right now. I see the usual David Duggan. I see some people there. Lou Brain. I see Lizelle. A lot of people here for our next guest, Jacob Koopman. But if you do have a question for Shobsy, please do ask in the comment section.
Oh, just ask me anything, lads, go on. Anything.
You know, I have a question.
No topic is off the
I have a
agenda.
question. I might as well chime in here. So, you know what? The first gig I ever seen of you was actually Olympia.
Right, yeah. Was that with the Stunning, or was
Night of Aware, wasn't it?
Oh, right, yeah. Night for Aware.
Yeah, with Eugene, and I thought that blew me away. That was such an amazing performance. And going back on that frontman sort of personality and that energy and presence, and we were speaking a little bit about this in the studio with the guys on like how that is sort of like lacking a little bit, you know, it's not the same, and that was huge for me to see something like that, you know. And I fell in love with yourself and the band straight away when I saw that, you know. What for you, what was a really memorable gig for you? Because I mean, Olympia is huge. I mean, you had a lot of people there, and it was just almost felt like you were in a stadium almost. And Max mentioned kind of like that stadium vibe. But what's kind of a gig that stood out for you with State Lights, or even not State Lights, even your solo stuff or anything before that? Was there something memorable for you?
Yeah, like we played like with the Academic a few times in some really great places. Played in Vicar Street with them. We played in the Big Top, and so like there was some really great, and like actually, you know what, I love the Salty Dog stage on Electric Picnic. We played there a few times, and like that is just, it's such a fun stage because there's rigging you can climb to go up to the top, and like, you know, be like a pirate or whatever, and you know.
Oh, like during your performance?
Yeah, so you can climb up to the, it's like it looks like a ship, and you can climb to the top, and then, you know, like you can grab one of the flags and like start waving stuff out of one of the, what's it called, on a ship, a turret, or so? No, it's not a turret, but
oh, like the mast?
Yeah, the mast, up the mast, whatever. Yeah. So that was particularly fun. That was a very fun stage. Yeah, but probably that. Or actually, we played the one of the bigger stages at Electric Picnic as well, one of the big tents, and it was like hearing the music hit the back of the, you know, kind of, you know, just hearing the size of the space was just incredible. You know?
How many people would have watched you at Electric Picnic? Do you know how many were in there?
God, I don't know. It's like probably about 1,000 people. I don't know, something like that. But it was amazing. Yeah, it was very good.
What other festivals? You did Casapalooza, was it?
Casapalooza. We've done Independence. We've you know, most of the Irish festivals over the years, and so it's always great, and missed them greatly. But hopefully, I'd say probably next year anyway. It'll be a good summer for everybody.
Yeah. So we're expecting a few gigs from you. Pretty soon. Can we talk about them?
Yeah. So like I hopefully if all goes well, I'll be playing with a band called Soda Blonde, great band who were once Little Ring Cars, and they are going on tour in December, and I'm their tour support around Ireland, so that'll be really good. I'm really excited for that. It was meant to happen actually in September, but pushed off. But it seems like it will happen in December, so that'll be really good.
We have a question from David Duggan here, who is really enjoying the song that you just did on the night. Said loving the 80s vibe, especially the chorus. Great job, Shobsy. And his question is, can we expect this to be like a full, you know, synth-filled 80s bonanza, or are you going to go the whole way with the 80s vibe?
That is exactly what it is. So as in, if you like the Drive soundtrack, that song on the night sounds very like the Drive soundtrack, and you know, there's a couple of great songs off that. Then so it's 80s but modern tinge, but 100% 80s town.
So massive synths,
massive
big slabby
big
in your
brass,
face synths.
big synth brass synths, and
awesome.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Had you tried to implement that into State Lights, or is this something that you're just playing around with?
Yeah, no, there was some elements. There was some elements of that. There was synthy elements in State Lights, definitely. But yeah, this is very. It's probably even poppier, but it's but yeah, it's that kind of world, I suppose, and almost some hip hop elements to it as well, but not too much.
Actually, David also said you can definitely hear this against the aha type drum beat, much like Take on Me.
That's has he heard the song? Has he heard the yet to be released single? Because that's what it sounds like.
Because you were featured doing that song on, I think you did it for RTE, a session of that.
Doing yeah, that's right, yeah.
It was a real hair raising moment hearing you hit that.
Take on Me, yeah.
Hit that Take on Me note, like. So, do you know what we're going to do, folks? We are going to have a little bit of fun with Shobsy here. Yay! 80s are all about fun.
Yes!
And we're all about fun here. So what we're going to do is we are going to have our little fun segment with Shobsy now. And
Shobsy, are you nervous about this segment now?
I haven't been told what this is, so I'm very excited.
We usually tell people, but like the last 3 episodes we haven't. So I don't know if it's a good thing to do that.
Do you know what? I think
let us know afterwards, Shobsy.
You know what?
I will.
In the live music game, you have to expect the unexpected.
Absolutely.
Hit me with
you know, it usually ends up being absolutely fine.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully it will.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't traumatise the poor guy, you know, just as he's gone solo.
That's why don't we have a 30 second delay?
I think it's been reduced to 9 seconds now.
Really?
Yeah, we've reduced the latency there.
Well, what we're going to do is, have you heard of the game? I think what did we decide on? There was so many different versions of this.
Yeah, I think I say it wrong all the time.
We say kiss one, marry one, kill one. Is that it, or do you know that by any?
Wow.
Yeah.
By any more?
Snog, marry, kill.
Yeah, we did.
Star Wars edition.
Star Wars edition.
Yeah. We linked in a little bit of everything.
I love that. That sounds great.
So we're going to try and. Have you played the game before?
I have played the game before, not with regards to Star Wars,
Star
but I'm
Wars,
very excited. Very excited.
Well, let's hope Keiko doesn't fuck this up.
So now here we go. Star Wars song very avoid with Shobsy. And let's see how we're getting on here. Who
I
would
love
like to go
avoid
first?
instead of kill. Very good.
Yes. Do you know what?
It's very, very good.
That's safe.
Yeah, not very Star Wars. It would definitely be kill in Star Wars.
Yes.
It would. Well, yeah, Disney Star Wars. I don't know.
There's no
Yeah.
blood, basically. Yeah.
So who would like to go first? I think it's only good manners to allow our guests
Absolutely.
to go first.
Shobsy
Okay.
go first.
Let's do it.
So myself and Kozak can see what not to do if it all goes terribly
Yeah,
wrong.
we haven't done this ever before.
Brilliant.
So
This is.
we don't know what's gonna
I'm
happen.
actually very excited. So let's go.
awesome.
Because you just become you said you just become a Star Wars aficionado.
Over lockdown, I just fell in love with the whole thing, and was like crying at different points in it, and like I'd seen the old films, but I hadn't seen. Like a lot of people kind of are very mean to the
new
newer
films.
ones
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
1, 2, and 3 that came out
Jar
in the
Jar Binks
2000s.
got slated like.
Yeah, and like Jar Jar Binks is annoying, but like Anakin is extremely handsome, so
Yeah.
that kind of doesn't matter to me.
Oh, thanks for putting me in the shot, guys. Appreciate that.
There we go.
That's very sound. Thanks.
Cover him up.
That's it. Yeah, here, he'll just get us.
And oh, there we go.
Okay, so these are the options:
Right. So snog, marry, or
Snog,
avoid.
marry, or avoid. So Luke, who else we got?
I think
Teenage Luke. I think you have to. Oh, so wait, how does it work?
Yeah,
so
we're
you,
just
so you
doing it-
pick
we're-
one by one, is it?
Oh, is it 1 by 1?
yeah,
That's the vibe?
it's one by one. It's not Mario Void for
One by
Luke
one.
Skywalker.
Okay, so which would I pick? I
That's
would,
a bit harder because you don't know who you're up against.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, is that the game? But
No, I think we're just going to have one.
and then you pick which
Yeah,
one you
one
do.
at a time. Due to the technical limitations of the medium, we're just going to have one picture, and we have to choose whether to snog Mario or avoid Luke.
Okay.
But we can pick one each. That's what has to be
I
a
see,
democracy.
yeah. Oh, I get you. Yeah.
Okay, we'll pick together. Okay, well,
Sorry, I didn't get the memo here.
what I would kind of say about this is that his dad is more handsome. There's no doubt about it. Not when he's Darth Vader.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
he got
'cause
burnt though.
He got really badly burnt.
Yeah.
But like, nothing. No,
No,
as in,
no,
like,
nothing is
fine.
nothing wrong with that.
But just like, but he's also he became very ugly in his personhood
Yes,
as well.
he was burnt on the inside.
Though I do like bad boys, and he's the ultimate bad boy. But yeah, Luke, I'll give him a kiss. I'm not going to marry him, but
Yeah, he was a little bit annoying in this episode.
also very
wasn't he?
annoying.
He was a little annoying.
Yeah,
He was kind of whiny or something.
Yeah, there was
asking
the-
many questions.
It kind of took
Yeah.
his aunt and uncle being burnt
he was like,
alive
"Who
to
am
make him
I?
up a
What's
little
going
bit.
on?" You know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go now.
Boba
Boba
Fett.
Fett.
Okay, so Boba Fett is obviously a bad boy, cool dude, but also he's like linked with the mafia type character. I would avoid him because I think he'd kill you in your sleep. you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not very trustable, isn't he?
No, I think I'd avoid him.
Do you know what? I would marry Boba Fett because when I was a kid, I had the little toy, and I'm big into nostalgia.
Yeah.
I think in this pandemic, wasteland we're living in, nostalgia is
Yeah.
something you can hang on to and potentially hang on
Cling
to for
to, in
life.
fact,
Cling to,
actually.
absolutely.
I think you just
For dear
like
life.
you just like a man in uniform.
Do you know what? I like a big helmet.
And
I
actually,
like a big helmet.
You like a big helmet. Okay.
he's clearly understands COVID. You know.
True, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
He could go to a festival right now.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Kozak? You've been very
I
quiet.
didn't know I had to pick. I missed the first one, so like Luke, I'd probably avoid, to be honest, because he was annoying at that age. The teenage Luke, right?
Yeah.
Early 20s.
He was,
annoying. I'll avoid him. Boba Fett. What are the options? Marry. I'll give him a kiss on the helmet. Feck it.
Absolutely.
She can't take his helmet off, right?
Yeah,
So-
All about the helmet.
I'd avoid him.
You'd avoid him. All right. Okay. Great.
Oh, there we go.
For feck's sake, I gotta marry this guy. He's way more annoying than Luke.
Yeah, he's potentially more annoying than Jar Jar Binks. Actually.
Yeah. And for a person with a British accent, you'd assume he'd be more charming.
Do you know what? I'd give him an out kiss there because he's terribly long suffering. R2D2 going off there, beeping and booping out of him,
Yeah.
when clearly C3PO is distressed by the whole situation and very filled with anxiety about everything.
And
I
also,
just kiss him to
he
calm him down.
survived. He survives. Like he lasts. Like R2D2 until whatever episode 9.
He lasted through a lot of wars and
Well built.
so I
He did very
understand
well.
that he might
Well
have a bit
built.
of anxiety and,
Yeah.
and trauma and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if I married him, we'd actually, get get to know each other a little bit better on a personal level. Maybe I've just been seeing him more with his mates and stuff, so it's hard to kind of get to know him really close.
Because he changes when he's in groups.
Yeah, exactly. You know how people kind of like that. He might be like overtly anxious because there's too many people around him. He's more of an introvert, but like.
I thought you would have married him because if you'd be able to see your face, fix your hair, do all of those Kozak deMars things.
It's just like a mirror, right?
Yeah.
Plus, he's made of gold, isn't he? Is that not gold around him, or is that like a brass?
It's hard to know.
Sure.
It's hard to know.
So he could be worth a lot, so I could marry him and then like get rid of him somehow accidentally. Avoid him later during the marriage, if you get me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool, so that's that trio, is it done?
Yeah, here we go.
So we just keep going, I see.
Well, God, yeah, like, come on.
Yeah, I'd marry him any day.
Like the greatest, movie star potentially of all time. Marry and kiss, and then avoid.
Do you know what? I would avoid eye contact with him because I think I'd be just swept off my feet by the charisma.
Yeah.
That's how he got George Lucas around to it, because he was obviously what was he a handyman on the set.
Yeah, he was a trained carpenter.
Yeah,
he was a carpenter.
Yeah. And he was in his 30s and like
38 or something like that, I think.
Fair play to him, starting acting like. I know he did a little bit of acting before, but then he taught himself. I think
he was also in Apocalypse Now just before.
Really?
Sorry,
just before they filmed the first movie, and he's just like a little like extra in it.
There's a good story actually that was told about what is the name of the actor who's Luke Skywalker? What's his name?
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill. What's happening there? So Mark Hamill told an amazing story of how he had to keep the secret of what happens in terms of, which is obviously not a secret now, so you could say the secret of that
Luke being his father.
Yeah,
of Darth Vader being his father, and he kept the secret and everything. And then he told at the premiere, then Harrison Ford was there, and when it all happened, and he's like, no, I'm your father. He leans down to him and he just goes, "Hey kid, you never told me that. Why the hell you never tell me that, kid?" Which is just great. I just love the thoughts of Harrison Ford being like that.
Yeah, he's such a badass.
Yeah. Do you know what as well? The schmooze he gives Leia in the Empire Strikes Back. He's a suave customer. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Knows
you know
what
I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be cruel to be kind. Oh, here we go. Speaking of cruel to be kind.
Oh, Christ. Chewbacca, what would you do with him?
Well, I was never into bears, so I'd probably avoid him.
Very good. Very good.
That's
for the straight people. That's gay lingo.
This is it.
That's crouching sort of bestiality here now, really, isn't it?
Well,
yeah. Frankly, this is
it's a bit of a.
This could get the show cancelled.
Yeah, this might be an avoid for me, just for the show's.
I think it's an avoid.
Sake.
I think it's an avoid.
Well, no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean.
but you could
No,
marry
there is
him.
actually.
I mean, he's quite a sensitive dude as well. There is, okay.
there
is,
really
sorry.
should.
I don't know. Have you seen the Star Wars Christmas special? He looked like a great husband to that wonderful Wookiee family. and the pervert Wookiee granddad.
I mean, if you were a Wookiee, what would you do? Maybe that would be a better question. Maybe. So
well, I'd be overwhelmed by his size. As in, he's a very big Wookiee. I think is he not a bit bigger than some other Wookiees? I'm not sure.
Oh, is he? He'd be the taller.
He's like a really big boy,
Right.
I'd find that a bit intimidating.
Oh, okay, cool. I'd probably just avoid anyway, just
This is it.
Yeah.
just in case.
Oh, Ray.
Ray.
It's good to see we finally some female representation on this list.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit that way. Ray is obviously fantastic. Love Ray. I'd give her a kiss.
There you go.
I'd give her a kiss.
I'd avoid her. And I would marry Princess Leia.
Yeah, Princess Leia. What would you do there?
I don't know, I kind of found her a little bit annoying as well, to
Really?
be honest. Yeah.
No.
She was like going, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." And I think that must have been said 50 billion times.
Yeah,
I
do
know,
it yourself.
Granted, it was repeated by R2D2 most of the time through a hologram, but that just really annoyed me, to be honest. And then she kissed her own brother as well, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And that's
there
a
we
guy
go.
I would marry that chap.
I'd marry the hell off.
Yeah. I think it's guys with masks or something, you know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah, it's the helmet gets me again.
Yeah.
No, I love a troubled person. I love someone that's like a really big project.
Yeah.
And like, as in you couldn't get a bigger project than
Absolutely.
a mass murdering kind of person like that. So Darth Vader marrying big
100%.
And someone you could potentially save through music as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Soothe the savage beast.
I think his low, deep voice as well is quite arousing. You know, those low frequencies. So probably get you going. You
Remember
know?
that? Do you ever see that Howard Stern movie? What was it, Private Parts?
No, I didn't see that.
Basically, it's a true story. He had a girl live on air like straddle a big bass speaker and speak low into the speaker. And I'm Darth Vader, you know, ruling the empire. That was his talent. He's wasted. He should have been on the Howard Stern show, giving orgasms to people through big bass speakers.
There you go.
There you go. But apparently they don't have that career in a place far away in the galaxy. But I think that's us now, folks. That's our Stog Mario Void, our transmission TV rules. I think.
Yeah, we made new rules, but
yeah,
hey.
we deliberated long and hard.
That was fun. I
over
enjoyed
those.
that. Did you like that?
I loved that.
We deliberated harder over some of them than we did over others.
You need to do that though. You do. You need to have a little bit of a chat about it. You know?
This is it.
Yeah.
So, Shobsy, we are absolutely thrilled that you came and hung out with us and answered a few questions for us today. And of course, we're really, really over the moon that you're going to be releasing a record that'll really, you know, it'll drive on this music scene in Ireland for the next year and beyond.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
So, basically, anything you want to just divulge to our transmission?
Is there anything
TV
we
fans?
missed out on that you can spill the beans on about Shobsy?
Yeah, no, as in like just that expect new music to actually come in straight after Christmas, I would say. So in January there'll be something happening, and that there's all the dates of the Soda Blonde thing. Soda Blonde tour is online, so you can get them, and there's some tickets left for some of the regional shows. When I mean, so in Dublin they're sold out, but the other shows are still available. And you know, come see me play with Joe, and they're an incredible band. They're one of the like they released a new album, and it's just like, it's one of the best nights of music you could imagine seeing them play. So come along if you're Cork, Galway, Listowel, loads of different places.
And yourself and Faye are like two amazing front people, you know.
Exactly.
So that's a huge, you know, draw. Two absolutely
it'll be an
fantastic
exciting
front
night.
people. Yes,
it won't be
yes.
bland.
Absolutely. And speaking of exciting, I'm very, very excited that we're about to hear you cover one of the songs that got you me into your music and State Light's music, which was your cover of Small Town Boy. And then we're going to hear Driven. So please be upstanding for Shobsy, and you can check out these two wonderful performances that he did exclusively for Transmission TV.
You were the one you down. As hard as they would try to hurt you and to make you cry. Well, you never cried to them, but to your soul. No, you never cried to them, but to your soul. Run away, turn away, run away, run away, turn away. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Cry the night. Cry. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Just run away. I thought you told me that things would never change. I thought you told me we'd always be the same. Then you come and break with me, telling me you mean it, then fall back in love with me. Why can't you just let me be? Then you come to get with me, telling me you feel it, asking what it is I need. Well, I guess that maybe I wanna be driven through the night, driven through the night, driven through the night. Maybe I wanna be driven through the night, driven through the night, driven through the night. Maybe I wanna be. I thought you told me the sky could never fall. I thought you told me that we could have it all. Then you come and break with me, telling me you mean it, then fall back in love with me. Why can't you just let me be? Then you come to get with me, telling me you feel it, asking what it is I need. Well, I guess that maybe I wanna be driven through the night, driven through the night, driven through the night. Maybe I wanna be driven through the night, driven through the night, driven through the night. Maybe I wanna be. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
Okay, welcome back, guys. That was the awesome Shobsy O'Brien and his two songs there. That was Small Town Boy and Driven. Guys, we're going to be back very shortly with the awesome Jacob Koopman, so don't go anywhere. We're going to play a little sketch for you now, featuring Maximillion Foy and myself. As well, guys, if it's our first time tuning in, you're all very, very welcome. We do this every 2 weeks, so if you'd like to subscribe and hit the like button, hit the share, help us out spread the message that we're sharing here through this show, and that is to support the independent art scene here in Ireland. Of course, there are so many fantastic, wonderful, amazing musicians and artists in this country, and we are here to support them because we are all huge fans of the industry here. We are based in Tsunami Studios, by the way, and yeah, as you can see, it's absolutely fabulous. We do our pre-recorded songs here in Tsunami Studios, and we do our live show here, so you can see how much hard work and effort is put into these shows. So thanks so much, everybody out there, for tuning in. We're going to be back very shortly, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a very short time. Chat to you in a bit.
Good evening, viewers. This is Eamon Milchon for Transmission TV News, and I'm coming to you live from Leicester House, where the Minister for Sports and Entertainment has agreed to field questions from representatives of a panel of concerned citizens with regards to this year's All-Ireland hurling final, where 40,000 spectators were allowed to attend while the majority of the country remained closed. We are now getting word that we can go live to the meeting room where the Minister is about to take the podium.
Adini agus a cardja. It has been and still is exceptionally difficult. The challenge of living with these restrictions obscures their purpose, but we should never forget that by accepting these restrictions in every aspect of our lives, we have saved lives. The number now with COVID are now at 663, just 63, 763 people per day, per hour. And we are now getting to a stage that it is stable, with those vaccinated now able to have their meals in a warm environment as a reward. So, for the roadmap ahead, we are going to keep opening up all them lovely things one by one that you've liked very much, such as pints and sports. What we had the other weekend was spectacular. Did you see Dan Morrissey? But it was great. And controlled. Very different to what them musicians be doing. Very different. Spreading joy in that. Sickening. Keep doing what we say. It'll make sense eventually. For a wise man once said, Luke, I am your father. Now, I'll open the floor to any questions you might have. You, the gay in the front.
Hello, Minister. My name is Tarquin Smith of the Killiney Community Leisure Committee, and I'm here to tell you about the absolute trauma the people of Killiney have had to endure thanks to your archaic handling of the pandemic. Now, as you know, each year we have our annual No Poor People Allowed Do, where we get together and tell each other how great we are, but due to the current vaccination programme, we've been turned away from every swanky club and pub in Dublin, because the people of Killiney cannot or will not get vaccinated. Minister, we have kept the bloodline of Killiney pure through thousands of years of inbreeding. We cannot run the risk of contaminating our community with a vaccine that could potentially be administered by someone who earns less than 60 grand a year. The people of Killiney will not stand for this, Minister, especially since thousands of unvaccinated yobs can go wherever they like. We're sick of rich people being discriminated against.
Settle down there. Settle down, young fella. I understand your concern regarding the people of Killiney Fox Rock, and all them other posh spots, we've already a solution for ye. We've already begun raising the prices of kombucha and turmeric by 5,000%. This will in turn increase your expenses, make yous all join the majority lower middle class. I'll also be increasing the amount of fluoride in the water, specifically in those regions, and be implementing water charges. Again, to decrease further mental capacity and income. That should balance things out eventually, so you've nothing to worry about there. Okay, anybody else? The owl one in the back.
Hello, ministers, members of the government and all. My name is Nancy Klein, okay? And I'm here representing the Liberties, and in particular, the Liberty Market, where I have a little small stand that sells rolling papers and statues of the Child of Prague, right? You can drop by whenever you want. If you're sick of being got out, there's only one place for you, right? But anyway, enough about me. I'm here to inform you that these fucking new restrictions are after fucking up the wedding of my beautiful daughter Shakira. The apple of my eye. Jesus Christ, it had to be cancelled because she was told she could only have 50 people at the afters. 50 fucking people. 50 fucking people. Ah, yeah, leave it out. Sure, the cousins on our father's side wouldn't even make up 50 fucking people. So we were up to 200 already, and that was only counting the aunties and the uncles. Let me compose myself. All this while 40,000 people were allowed at a bleeding match up in Crow Park. The bleeding neck. Sort it out, I'm telling you. Sort it out now.
Nancy, thank you for that. Liberties, of course, been there many a time. Any other questions? You with the hat, what's your story?
How are your lordship? DJ me bollocks here repping the pubs and clubs, yeah? And I'm in the bleeding height of it over the shite I'm after seeing on the telly. 40,000 people in Croker. Well, I'm here rapping to 10 people over a Zoom call. The heck of that. So I'm here to appeal to you on the behalf of the musicians of Ireland, yeah? With a little rap I'm after coming up with myself. Check her out. I've had it up to here with all these feckin' restrictions. The pubs are all closed. Now I'm rapping in me kitchen, watching all these boggers up on Hill 16. They're not even social distancing enough to make you scream. Now you're telling me a gig down the local is too risky? What? Is the COVID just attracted to the whiskey? So I'm asking you, Minister, to rethink what you've employed, or else myself and the lads will come and change your epoxy mind. Yeah, coming for you. Peace out, believe that. Don't you doubt that. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you.
I hope that wasn't a threat at the end now. Get that music out of here. That's profanity. That's profanity. We won't be having any of that in this house. Tell you that. Now, let's speak to somebody a little bit more serious. Bishop, how are you keeping?
Bishop Reverend Donovan Lent here, representing the Roman Catholic Church, and I would like to express my disgust to the minister that all up and down this country, scores of the Lord's children have had to make their confirmation in groups as small as 50, with no friends or greater family allowed to attend, while that den of iniquity known as Crow Park is filled to the rafters. This is blasphemy of the highest order. Sure, do you not know that the Lord himself said in the book of the Hairy Miracle that the children of God shall be given unto them a big day where they will receive a minimum of €20 per person to spend on toys and sweets? How can you defend this blatant heresy?
Alright now, Bishop, now settle down there yourself as well now. I don't know why everybody's on a big twist here over all this now. Okay? And Bishop, I heard stories about you as well, by the way. We won't be getting into that now. Alright? But now the football and the sports now, you know, it's become a new religion. Blessed be the sportsman. Do not read that in the Bible. Blessed be the sports. The GAA. That's my religion now. Catholic Church isn't cool anymore. Right? So you got to take what we give you. And we'll be keeping your secret secret. We keep it that way now. Now I've got time for one more question. Alright? Now I want no more of this complaining. We're in this together. We've all got nice gaffs, don't we? That we're paying a fortune on. We can chill out there for a while and watch the sports. Head out to Croke Park now and then. Couple of pints on the weekend. Grab the jab. Sit indoors. What's the problem? Right? Don't need that feckin' music stuff now. That's bad for you. That's the devil's frequencies. You don't need that stuff. It's bad for you. Right? So anyway. So I'll take one more question. Alright. You over there. Let's have it.
Sure, how are you getting on, Minister? It's myself, your old pal Pascal Feckall, the head of the Gaelic Athletic Association, and I'm just here to tell you that we all think that you're doing a fine job altogether. Sure, I was at the match on Sunday, and by Jesus, I never felt as safe in my whole life. Talk about a COVID-free zone. There were so many masks, I thought it was Halloween. It was so socially distanced that I needed a pair of feckin' binoculars to see that fella sitting beside me. Ah, Jesus, you did a great job altogether. And I am here on behalf of the entire association to deliver to you our sincerest thanks and a little something for yourself. So anyway, go on, boy. Hope you buy ya!
Thanks very much for that. It was just me laundry bill. So, great. I'm glad we're all in agreement that last Sunday was a spectacular show of how we can handle the COVID crisis. And as a wise man once said, this town ain't big enough for the two of us. Guref Mahagut.
Welcome back, everybody, and that was our little sketch. Breaking news, pretty much. It was our breaking news sketch today with Maximillion Foy. Did you enjoy doing that, Max? You did a lot of characters there. Fair play to you.
Do you know what? I felt like the movie Split. Have you seen the movie Split?
I have not, but I can imagine what it's about.
Yeah. Do you know what? And I feel like the acting on my little version of Split there was a step up.
I think you did really well. I was very impressed.
Did really well too. You know what I mean? And you know, it's topical. What more could you want? A 12 minutes topical sketch.
Well, and all done pretty much in one take. So
this is it.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, listen, without further ado, I think we're just going to kick in and introduce our next guest, guys. And yeah, let me give this gentleman a lovely introduction. So he is a Dublin-based musician who is no stranger to the busking scene. Originally from Bali, he came to Ireland 8 years ago to try out the busking scene, and he's been here since then. He started playing drums at the age of 9 and self-taught himself guitar and bass. He's inspired by Dave Grohl, Chris Cornell, which gave an edge to his island vibe, he says. His music reflects his eclectic style from Radiohead to Hozier, Incubus, Depeche Mode, and would pepper these throughout all of his performances. And you can hear throughout some of his songs on Spotify as well, some of these awesome elements, such a variety in his music styles as well, which is just awesome. His latest release, Ego, garnered over 110,000 listens. And his first release was back in 2014. And since then, he's got loads of great singles and 2 EPs, I believe, as well. He's a well-traveled guy with his music. I believe he recently visited Austria as well there. I saw a little bit of a vlog he did there. And he seems to vlog so much. He has so much awesome content on his YouTube channels as well. So he's no stranger to creating some fantastic content along the way. He's also performed at Casapalooza and Electric Picnic. So same festivals as Shobsy, our last guest there as well. And he's been streaming his music and doing a bit of gaming as well on Twitch, which is really cool. I don't hear many musicians going on Twitch from the independent music scene, so it's really great to see artists doing that and delving in across different platforms. He's been streaming his music and gaming. Oh, sorry, he's been featured on Dublin City Today as well, which shot up his viewership. And yeah, please welcome the one and only Jacob Koopman. There, brother.
What's up? Hey, do I have to do this?
Yeah, I guess you have to kind of a little bit. You don't get the wireless.
No, I'm sorry. Wireless.
I'm so sorry. We can't afford the wireless, Jacob. We only have so many. We probably can't. That is wireless. Sorry, I mean the in-ear. Yeah, the in.
Yeah.
You are right. You got me on that one. Jacob's no stranger to wireless, guys.
I'm a tech guy. So like,
look, who am I talking to? You know what I mean? I just read out his whole thing here, his whole bio now. I know what Jacob's all about.
That's a pretty outdated bio.
Yeah, is it? Yeah. Oh, have you stopped the
No, somebody else wrote that bio for me. Like,
have they? You know, I embellished a little bit of my stuff in there. I don't know if you noticed. There's a little bit of my words in there as well. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did feel that.
Yeah, cool.
I wrote the email like 3-4 days ago. So
you did, you did. Thank God for that as well. It saved me a lot of hassle. But it's great to have you here.
Oh man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, great. Like, I mean, doing research on you and just checking out, like, there's so much about you online, from visiting your Twitch, from visiting your YouTube, your Spotify.
Yeah, you gotta keep those things going, man.
Dude, like your website and your social media.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like and now I get to see you in the physical form as well.
Here I am.
Here you are. Dude, how do you stay on top of things, man? It's like a massive business you got going on here.
Well, because everything. I mean, you know, I started doing music like since I was 12, and I was in bands for like a long time. I was playing drums for 10 years before I actually started independently or professionally singing and playing guitar. And yeah, man, I think like the music business has changed quite drastically, that you kind of see that you actually have to take things into your own hands. And I find that there's like a lot more control that you can actually have over your content then, you know. But yeah, okay, there's like downsides, as in you do have to learn how to, you know, you do filmography, you have to do like marketing, you have to do web design, you know. But like, you know, to me, it's kind of like second nature. I've always been really like an IT kind of guy. So
you're already familiar with some of the, obviously the technological stuff. I get what you mean. I mean, now without the record label being the main sort of driving force of musicians these days, you have it all in your hands. But it also requires you to put a lot more work outside of music almost, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so, and you seem to be settling into that really easily. How's that?
I guess the lockdown kind of gave me a chance to also stop gigging as much and kind of look at it from a different perspective and, you know, focus on the things that actually mattered. Like actually like, okay, build a live stream that will work. You know, such as this as well, guys. Like I watched it earlier on as well. It was really cool.
You tuned in, great.
Yeah,
Jacob Koopman tuned in.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess a big shout out to all the people that kind of I can see the things. Yeah, I see like
loads of people tuning in from your community.
The wave squad.
So you know some of them, yeah? You know,
I know, like like a
names?
bunch of them there.
And you know what, Jacob? They're very dedicated as well, because I think we had people waiting at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we had 5 people waiting. Like, that must be for Jacob.
It's like Jacob Koopman mania over there in the comments section.
What do you like doing most, like out of from recently? I guess you started doing the Twitch and then you started doing more about sort of the chats as well on
Chats
YouTube.
And tunes, yeah,
Chats
like
and
literally
tunes.
had a show today.
I saw that. Yeah. How did that go for you?
Yeah. And these like literally these guys.
They just migrated.
Yeah, it's migrated to your thing. I was like, guys, go to this link now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I do enjoy like live gigs and stuff like that still as well, of course.
When was the last one you played that wasn't a live stream? I mean, when have you
I actually played an outdoor wedding.
Wow.
On Saturday.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
Because you can actually have 200 people at an outdoor event.
Did you do a solo or with a band, or how?
It was just solo,
yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like, and I also played the Austrian gig.
Yeah, that looked amazing.
It was really nice. Yeah, so we got like
you should check that out, Colin. It's fantastic.
I know, but my vlogging skills are not.
It feels like such an alien concept compared to. I know we got a roadmap today, but you know what I mean. Like, and for yourself to come back and experience that, and then to come back to here. We're back, like, you know, rattling the bars of our cages.
Yeah, like come on, let us play.
It seems a little harsh. How was it in Austria? Mentioning Austria.
Well, we were like in the middle of nowhere also.
You were in the mountains, right?
Yeah, we were like in the Alps, man. Like in the middle of summer, it was 30 degrees, and it was like for an electric bike world championship or something. Like it was the biggest competition for electric bicycles. And these electric bicycles, they range from like 10,000 to 15,000 euros.
Jesus.
And I got to try one of them, and I was like, man, these things go faster and they're much more
producers just to hold the mic a little.
Oh yeah, there we go. Hello. I'll do that.
Hello.
What's the crack, lads?
You can do a beatbox in there now as well. Like. So that's amazing, dude. It is fantastic. And I watched a bit of your vlog as well. I think it's great to do that because people are obviously, you've got such an awesome, dedicated community as well. They are interested in what you're doing, and it's not just the music, right? It's outside.
I don't know why they are, but like,
look, you must be a likable person, man.
But that's the thing, I feel like if you just do you, and it's as like, I don't know, cringy as that sounds, it seems that people start to like, just be confident in what you do, and then people start following.
Absolutely. And you're saying cringy, but like it is
cringy. It's like one of those sayings that you just see in like American telly or something.
Sayings end up being the truth. You know what I mean? It's just it's sometimes hard for us to actually implement that, and that's why they become cringe maybe or cheesy, because it's like they're almost.
It's oversaid, but it's not done.
Exactly, it's not done enough, but it's said too much, and actions speak louder, right? So I mean, but you can definitely see that. Yeah, Colin, you were gonna.
I was just going to say, I think that people latch on to, when they can see a part of your personality, not just, your Spotify. When they can, associate you with a certain personality, it creates a bond and an attachment. Which, in the days of, we're not doing traditional television anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
So, I think anyone like yourself who's able to do that, it's a really amazing skill, and I think it's eventually something that all musicians are going to have to take on board, to be able to do. So you're ahead of the curve in many ways.
But that's I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I was like, given the chance to. And also with YouTube and stuff like that. It's like a lot of people. I have a lot of friends who are like way more talented than I am in music and stuff like that. But I just feel like it's I got lucky with, sometimes algorithms and stuff come into play here as well. And with TikTok, like it's the next big thing.
Yeah.
But I can't make any TikToks, man. I'm at that age now that I'm like, dude, I'm just missed it. Like,
maybe you don't need to, maybe that the YouTube and Twitch might be enough for you. You never know, and that might just do it for you.
But like even say, I don't know, a lot of labels and stuff like that. I do work with people from the UK and stuff like that, and they also say like, look, just try to make as much content as you can and try to be on the latest platforms. But yeah, it gets tiring, because new platforms keep coming.
It's almost like you have to drop one platform to take on the new one. So which one would you drop? In your case, would you drop Twitch or YouTube? In your case,
I wouldn't drop it. I do it. I do the live stream simultaneously.
You do restream on both, right?
Yeah, I do restream on three.
Three networks. Yeah. Facebook as well, I guess, is it? Or?
Facebook as well on my Facebook page. But I think that like a lot of my friends, musician friends, they come to me and they ask like, how do you do it? I think just get, whatever following you have the most. Like say even if it's your personal Facebook page, even though people don't even use that, and it's just like your family members, just get them all to watch it. You know what I mean?
You need to start somewhere, I guess, right?
Start with the most you have.
I mean, you mentioned a lot about luck. It can be a little bit of that, but ultimately it is the consistency. Maybe the luck is regarding the timing, right?
Yeah.
Like as in luck might be like you could get it in 5 years, you could blow up in 10 years or 15, and maybe that could be luck. But ultimately what you've done here is you've been consistent, and I can see that by even going back on your YouTube channel. You were already posting videos and doing that before the pandemic, you know what I mean?
Oh, so I was doing that since I was like, I don't know, freaking 18 or something.
What age were you when you moved to Ireland?
I was 21.
Right.
I met you somehow at one point.
We met at a Bowie gig. At
your Bowie gig?
My Bowie gig, yeah.
Your Bowie gig?
My Bowie band's gig. Yeah. In Fibbers.
Boy band or Bowie band?
It was a boy Bowie band. Yes.
Because I remember it was really good. It was really good.
Thank you so much. And we have a mutual friend, right?
We do.
So Anna Sabate is
I actually met her in another gig of mine. In that new place in South William Street. I don't know what it's called exactly.
Okay.
Bloody Mary's.
Oh yeah, that's closed now. That's gone now.
It's gone
Bloody
now.
Mary's, guys. Yeah, a bar that existed and doesn't exist anymore.
It was really quick.
Yeah,
that
was quick. It was a nice concept.
It was a great concept. Yeah.
What's your favorite venue in Ireland to play, or in Dublin, or?
I say like Whelan's probably. I like Whelan's. I was actually supposed to play a gig next week in Whelan's, but because of the
the change
drama, you know. So I just like, it's for Paddy Casey. It's to turn it down.
Yeah,
you
no
know.
way. Wow.
Yeah, I don't really know Paddy Casey, but what's up, Paddy Casey?
He's a nice guy. No, he's great musician. His daughter's fantastic, fantastic musician as well. So tell us a little bit about Bali then, because that's like for us, like well for me anyway, being so far away from Malaysia and Bali, it's like another world, right? So tell us, what is it? What's the music like there? Like you said, you're playing drums for a bit as well.
Yeah, it's really broad. Like the music in Bali, you know, ranges from traditional. I guess over here you also have traditional music, but like there's always like new age kind of cultures and stuff like that. But in Bali, you have a lot of grunge and a lot of punk rock.
You wouldn't think that.
You wouldn't think that at all, you know. And Indonesia is really big for metal as well.
Yeah, wow.
So I grew up with a lot of metal. Yeah. You know, and that's actually still the only thing that I kind of listen to.
Right.
You know, but I think that's why the bio is a little bit outdated, because like that's probably where I wanted to go.
There's no mention of metal in the bio.
Yeah, but that's the main thing. It's like I have a knack for pop music probably, or like electro pop, and a lot of people like would say the same. But I take the influences from, you know, like all these metal bands, I guess.
Let us know in the comment section. Do you want to hear Jacob sing?
I can do some screamo or something.
Yeah. what do you think about that, guys? Speaking of music, and speaking of your music, you did a couple of recordings for us a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we're going to play one of those songs.
So sweet.
Yeah. Do you know which one we're going to play first?
No, I don't know. Just play "Weight of the Wave" at the end.
We actually are going to do that. Isn't that crazy?
Because you'll see your.
I saw waves.
You'll see your chat go like spammed with waves.
Is there an anchor emoji? Because anchor is the next song.
That's also there.
Deadly.
They'll know what to do.
Okay, guys, chat. You know what to do, and this song is called Anchor. Enjoy, and we'll be right back with a Q&A from you guys. By the way.
I'll keep you company. on floors. Let's explore the heights of heaven's doors. Let's explore. Future unfolds, finding mysteries untold. But don't be scared, my dear, as long as you're near. The future unfolds, knowing soon we'll all be old. So let's just waste our time looking for the answers we'll never find.
And that was Jacob Koopman with his song Anchor. So thanks for all the anchors in the chat. That's pretty awesome, man. They just do that.
It lights up the light. You know?
It just lights up like a Christmas tree. Colin was saying it's like lighters, the old, how we used to do it back in the day when gigs were gigs. And now we have to wait for gigs.
We had to make a little bit of normalcy with the gigs,
with the live streaming and the lack of gigs and stuff.
Yeah, there you go. From lighters to cell phones to emojis.
Emojis.
Brain implants, I don't know. I'm afraid to know what's next, guys.
Me too. Yeah.
So you collaborated with Ryan O'Shaughnessy on the
O'Shaughnessy, on that one, on Anchor, and like the first EP actually.
Yeah.
He kind of got me to do the whole. I got enough courage one point in my life that I was like, look, these are the songs I wrote. I want them out. You know, I want to sing them. Because I didn't mind being behind drums either. I really enjoyed that as well.
Tell us a little bit about that, because transitioning from like you're being behind the band to then being in the front, I mean, it's a big jump, right?
So, it is, but that's the thing. I still am not as confident as like a front man, yet, I guess, but we'll get there.
Do you have an image in yourself of what is a confident frontman? Who is that? Who is it? Like, what kind of artist?
Who's confident? I mean, you can.
Who was close to your heart, let's say?
Shobsy said Queen before, right? What's his name? Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
He's very great. He's the best.
Would you want to do something like that, where you're controlling a crowd, like with your voice?
For sure, man. Yeah. But I guess if I were to look closer, it would be like kind of like Rex Orange County.
Okay.
You know him?
No, I don't think so.
Incubus, I guess.
I was literally just about to say you have a kind of a Brandon Boyd vibe about you, if you know what I mean. Brandon is very.
That's who I looked up to,
cool,
like my whole life.
Also, still a fantastic frontman.
Exactly. Yeah.
So guys, let us know in the comment section as well if you have any questions. This is of course the Q&A section. We'll keep having a chat anyway, just to keep the flow going. But
David likes turtles. Sorry.
Do I like turtles?
No, he likes
Oh, sorry, Dave Duggan. Yes, he does. He likes a lot of things, and some of them are worrisome. But we allow him to just do his thing in the comment section from time to time. But guys, do let us know if you have any questions for Jacob. Jacob, what's the most common thing people ask you actually on your streams? Is there a common question that always comes up?
Dude, I don't even know. What's the most frequently asked question?
Yeah, what's the biggest FAQ for you, for Jacob Koopman?
When are you going to sing with Ali Sherlock next?
Oh, is that it? Is it? Oh God. Okay. So you've sang with Ali Sherlock before?
Just like literally jamming on the street, and with Ali Sherlock, like one video can reach like 1 million overnight. So it's like, I guess a lot of people would be asking me then, you know. But yeah, I have sang with her many a times.
Yeah, and so you's obviously all busk. So you got Ali, you got Sive Skelly as well.
Sive Skelly as well. Yeah.
Who decides? How do you decide between yourselves? Like who plays where on the street, or how does that work?
Yeah,
or is it just
that's an interesting question. Actually, that's a question that is very asked frequently. First come, first serve. Like Grafton Street has an hour each. Like like you come to a spot and you have to be 50 meters away from the others.
Right.
And if you're there, the time starts from 11 till 11 at night. So 11 a.m. Wait, 11. What is it? 11 a.m. till 11 p.m. Yeah, that's the time that you can busk. But yeah, you just have to kind of be there first, and
Yeah.
you do your hour, and then somebody.
Does somebody
else
say
comes.
like, hey, do you know what? I'd like to busk at the top of Grafton
Yeah,
Street.
it's quite nice. Like I think that's the reason why a lot more of the youth is coming out. You know, like the kids and stuff like that, because it's just what do you call it? Organized.
Yeah, and there's like a community in itself, right? It's a separate
in itself.
community.
But like say like busking in other places, I've had it where you literally have to be like, look, I'm playing here in 2 hours. You have to leave. You know? So it's
you
a
have
bit
to
like,
put your foot down sometimes.
It used to be like that in Dublin as well.
Yeah.
That's when I first arrived.
We have a few questions in. Brown-eyed squirrel, loving the name. What do you like most about your current project, and where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Man, my mother tells me to do that plan, the 10-year plan.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
What do I like about my current project?
Yes.
What do I like about it?
What do you like most about them?
Well, I kind of pour what I like into my project, so it's kind of like
It's a backward
question process. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and do you see yourself, what about like your 5-year plan? Do you have something with music? Do you envision something, even like next year or something? Is there anything new on the horizon?
I'm thinking about basing myself back in Bali soon.
Really? Why is that?
Why is that? Because I don't have to be here for the winter.
You're making me jealous.
I just actually don't have to be here for the winter, especially when the live streams are going well. I can do like say 4 months over there, 5 months in Bali, and then come here, book all the gigs. You know, have my booking agent do all the gigs for the summertime.
Yeah. Because I mean, it must be terrible busking in the wintertime in Ireland, right?
Yeah, that's why I usually go like every January to March. No, 2 months, January, February.
Yeah.
In Bali anyway, to visit my family and stuff like that.
Brilliant. And
but I haven't gotten the chance to because of COVID now. And
Do you know what, speaking of that, when I read your bio, I was immediately, because we were talking to Sive Skelly, and she said that there was something special about the Irish, busking community as well. And I just was like, you've come from Bali, you've obviously travelled around, busking, and I wanted to ask you what made, you decide to spend 8 years in Ireland.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's the market.
It's the weather.
It's the weather.
Has to be the weather.
It's the women.
The weather, the women, the 3 W's. What's the other? The water.
The water.
The lovely
Maiden
water. Guys, so we have a few more questions I just want to throw in here, if that's okay, just for our Q&A section before we get into it. So who are your biggest, Patrick Strodel?
Patrick Strodel, yeah, we know him. Yeah.
So who are your biggest musical influences?
Yeah, I said it's probably Incubus,
Incubus would be.
But like to be honest, like if I were to translate it into the music that I'm making now, I like Imogen Heap. How do you even pronounce that?
Imogen.
Yeah, Imogen.
Imogen.
Yeah. I would have pronounced it Imogen. To be
Yeah, and
honest.
what's that song?
Yeah, no, that's I don't know. I was pretending that I knew it.
I heard Teardrop by Maximillion Foy.
Teardrop.
Yeah, there we go.
I was thinking like.
Man, you're all about the EDM, like
two
dance
different mindsets
songs.
there.
No, I'm about everything. Okay. So are you working? Patrick's also asking. Are you working on a new single?
Yes, I'm actually due to record tomorrow. We're gonna finish it up, and it's gonna feature Neolithic.
Ooh, awesome. Very cool. Who's on our show 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Fantastic. That's great. A
gonna
few
be
people
fun
are asking about the single actually, so you might have informed. Did you kind of let your community know already a little bit about
I played it earlier on a little bit.
Cool.
And, yeah, I guess people.
Fantastic. So look,
we're gonna get that ball rolling.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's awesome. And I loved your previous singles. Fantastic. Ego being the latest one. Fantastic. A lot of touch of different artists as well and influences as well. One of your songs, I can't bloody think of it. Very Depeche Mode as well. I think it was 4 releases ago.
Can't get enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Excellent track as well. So some fantastic.
Big shout out to my producer, of course.
Yeah. Do you have the same producer throughout the songs, or
yeah, the last 4, and even this 2 coming out is with Lanternhead 64 is his name.
Awesome.
It's because he's got red hair and that's like
he glows at night.
Yeah, his mate called him that when he was like 12 or something.
He's guiding the light for you musically. So let's do our fun segment then. And,
what is oh man, what is
the
fun segment?
I know, the pressure, the stress. We've stopped telling our artists about the fun segment.
I like it.
Let's do it. We want to keep it on the spot. But this one is very commonly known as Who's That Pokemon? Keto, bring it up.
Here we go.
Are you good at this?
What?
Are you good at this?
I thought I was, but then I saw a few and I was like,
My partner is an absolute Pokemon. No.
Okay, so you would know.
It's, well, I would be in trouble if I don't know.
we're going to find out.
We're gonna find out. Okay.
Kozak. Got the first one.
Kozak. That Pokemon.
And that's it. And that's a cut.
Are you a big Pokemon fan?
Yeah. No, I still play Pokemon here and there.
What's your favorite Pokemon generation or gen or what is it?
I would say the first two. Like,
the first two.
yeah.
Cool.
I don't know their names of like. There's like regions, Kanto region, and then I don't know what the regions are. Right?
That's not on the test today anyway, so
Okay.
we're lucky. I only watched the first thing, but it used to always be on TV at weird times, so I always skipped episodes and then saw the same episode twice, and I could never watch them after another. But I think they started showing them on Netflix now.
They have
So you can
loads,
just watch
but
through
it's
all
funny
of them.
because now we're like, I don't know, 30 and over or whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit weird maybe.
I've actually started watching it in Japanese, which is
I love it, yeah.
which is a strange thing. You know, like obviously
Subbed, not dubbed.
Yeah, Ashes, Satoshi, and you know, kind of things like that kind of just throw my partner off a little bit. And he's like,
Some Pokemons have different
if you're
names.
a Pokemon fan.
Well, that's awesome. So I guess we're going to wait for another bit, are we? Till we launch that up, Keith? We'll wait another few minutes.
Well, good things comes to those who wait.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's
And I'm sure
from Dragon Ball as well. Somebody said that.
Which?
First thing.
that the
Good things come to those who
In
wait.
Dragon Ball.
I learned that saying from Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Wow. Are you a Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball
I'm
Super,
more Dragon
or
Ball Z, like
Dragon
the
Ball Z
first,
guy? Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I never got into it actually.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of feel left out. I feel like I should have.
And these are
maybe.
like Sunday things. You'd probably get like what Nickelodeon here and stuff
Yes,
like that.
yes,
We
definitely.
like in Indonesia get all the Japanese things.
We had.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
We
It's
had a
pretty
channel
cool.
called Tsunami here, and so
Tsunami,
5:30 in the evening was Dragon Ball Z time, and you had to have your homework done or else you weren't watching
Yeah,
it.
well there you go.
And that was like 2001, like
Yeah.
that was one of the first proper
Right.
animes. We got that, and we got oh my goodness, Gundam Wing.
Gundam.
And they were both on in
those.
that hour.
I never got into Gundam. It was a bit like just the names were very difficult.
It's also very, very political for like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we're going to go
these animes.
live into Who's That Pokemon, guys. I think we got it
Here
going.
we go.
Let's hope it works. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's that's easy. Who's answering this?
I guess we're going to give you the
Benefit of the
honors.
doubt?
Yes.
That's Pikachu, of course.
That's Pikachu. That was a bit easy, Keito, now.
It's the first one. It's the first one.
Right,
The
Pikachu.
litmus test, isn't it?
But look at like the design compared to now. Like it's like the really old one.
Yeah, this is all very low quality graphics as well, I think.
Who's that
You know,
Pokemon?
Is that me? That's wheezing, right?
Or is it coughing or wheezing now?
It's wheezing.
It's Koopman.
My bad. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
Who's that Pokemon?
All right, Colin. We can take whichever.
Metapod. Okay, it's Jacob Koopman versus Transmission TV. Let's go.
All right, fair
That's
enough.
Metapod.
Metapod. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I knew that.
It's Metapod.
Such a boring Pokemon.
You know, Metapod kind of has
God.
the same side profile as you, Kozak.
Does he? Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Way to make me feel confident on my own show.
Listen, Metapod is the handsomest
Jesus,
Pokemon.
this is the last show you're going to be on, by the way, after that outburst. I'll have you know. Right, let's go next. Let's see what else is. Guys, by the way, in the comment section, feel free to take part in this as well. If you are familiar with Pokemon, we're doing the classic original Pokemon.
Originals,
The
yes.
originals, the best, the most expensive. Colin, your belt pack is causing a little bit of issues there, so
Okay.
just be mindful of it. Just
I
be
will
careful.
indeed. I will
And,
readjust myself.
technology things, I guess. So yeah, let's go next. Let's see who this is. That's too easy. Charmander, come on. Let's just move on. Let's move on for this, please.
We'll give that to yourself anyway. I have a
Charmander.
doll that when you squeeze his tail, he just roars.
It's Charmander.
Ad nauseam.
Charmander is cute.
All right. Which one would you pick out of the three? Well, technically for Pikachu, but which out of the three original?
Who's that Pokemon?
All right, that's you.
Cubone.
That could have been a tricky one.
It could be Marowak.
Yeah.
It could be Marowak.
No, I don't think so. Marowak has the boomerang, right?
So does he.
He has
He has
a
the bone.
Yeah, they both have
Oh,
it.
it's both bones.
Marowak is the evolution.
Yes.
Look, I just know these things.
You know, it's great.
I know it as the little one with the skull and the
Keto?
bone thing.
Yeah, he's the it's called the bone.
It's Cubone.
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 Absolutely ace in this, Jacob. Koopman at the
I wonder what he's like without the skull on his face. Or is it attached?
It probably looks like a Charmander.
Maybe.
Didn't they have an episode where they found or maybe it was one of the new ones and got the head stuck in the thing? I think it is.
Sad times.
Sad times.
Yeah.
But then again, it's something that's happened to all of us.
Yeah, we all have our heads stuck in
Jam
something.
jars, pumpkins.
Yeah. Okay, so next, let's see what we have next.
Go there. You guys know this one.
Oh God,
Colin.
Ah, Jesus.
Vine bloom or something?
Almost, you almost got it actually.
Vine plume?
I don't know this one.
It's the one before.
Oh, right. It's got a red top, wasn't it? And there was an episode where there was a fuckload of them.
Yeah.
And they're really smelly or something.
Yeah,
They smell bad.
He's got like
something.
what's that smelly
Pollen head.
pollen head thing?
Flowery.
The flower thing.
Head.
Mandagora?
Jeez, I don't know.
Is that what it's called?
That sounds
I'm just going to go with pollen
fancy.
head. It just sounds
Pollen head.
head.
Pollen head.
It's gloom.
Very drooly Pokemon there. Okay. That's easy. That's Colin, I'll give you that one.
I'm gone again. I was going to say Mr. Muck.
That's pretty.
Mr. Monk is actually
That's
probably right.
pretty much minus the Mister.
Isn't it Muck?
It's Muck.
Yeah.
M-U-C. Yeah.
Hurrah.
I thought it was with a C.
That's the one that looks like me now, Kozak. You look like Metapod. I look like Muck.
Cause here, I'm not even gonna get into this. Forget it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What you're thinking?
No, because there was Arbok is
Yeah, it's like
Cobra
the other way
backwards.
around.
and
But I was just
Muck-
like, if it's gonna be with a C, dude, you dirty
I
bastard.
saw it.
And the more you look at that
saw it
image,
on
the more it makes
Instagram.
sense.
Right, it's social media that's causing this to me. Right, let's go next. Right.
So what happens when you lock him up?
Okay.
Guys, this is too easy.
That is
sake.
Jesse's
Is this for you?
pet. That's Jesse's Pokemon.
Wish they'd have
Jane's.
Jesse's pet.
Jane's Pokemon. Right? It's slow poke.
No, man, it's the evolution. Slow bro.
Oh, slow bro.
Slow bro.
For feck's sake, because he got bitten by a bleeding shell.
Yeah, I got built by Shelder.
He's even slower. Is Shelder a Pokemon in itself?
Or Cloyster.
All right, go on, tell us.
That's one of my favorite ones. That's Rai. Oh, I forgot his name.
Shut down.
It's Rhydon. No, but it's Rhyhorn. Okay.
All right.
Like right
We'll give you that. We'll give you that.
Okay.
We'll give you that because we're very generous on this show, Jacob.
Yes.
We don't beat people down when they don't know something.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll stop being too good
Okay.
for this. All right. I'll stop it. Okay, this is for you guys.
Oh, that is the Geodude. No?
It's Polygon.
Oh, bloody hell.
Polygon. They all kind of sound like that.
Yeah.
Porygon. Oh, I did it wrong.
It's okay, no. It's
What's
still-
Geodude is
Sorry,
rocks,
I
right?
pronounce
Geodude
L's
is rocks.
or is like an L.
But you have somebody over there.
points for you, Dave.
Fine.
Yeah, no, but
Fine.
No points for that.
you had him talking to you.
Well,
in the
Keito's
ears.
minus points because he put the thing up really late as well anyway, so.
Listen, I've been watching all of this stuff in Japanese. I don't know the English names of these people.
Right.
All right, let's say it was in Japanese
Sub
then.
not dubbed.
I think that's a terrible excuse, Colin, but anyway, you can say them in Japanese there.
That was really fun.
Yeah. Are we finished? Oh, we've got a few more.
Okay.
Wigglytuff. No, that's Jiggly. No, what?
Clefairy.
Oh, it's Clefairy, you're right. The egg. There's the egg in the back.
I realize that I'm a big nerd, but it's okay.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
What?
Stinging the tail at the end there.
What was that?
I wasn't even expecting that. I swear I had
Where did
nothing to
that
do with
come
that.
from?
He just tricked us as trolls.
Keito. Keito, you. Oh, you.
That's what you get.
That was a good one.
I got one more just for you, Dave, as well, actually.
Love it.
Got
Can't
one
wait.
more just for you.
Really can't wait for this one. Seriously, look at my face.
Who's that Pokemon?
God. Is he gonna mess it up? He messed it up.
Make a guess. Make a guess. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. It's my face zoomed in or something stupid like that.
You're not that wrong, actually.
Super.
I hope it's not another part of my body.
Kozak.
That is brilliant.
Man,
That
these
is
dances are insane. It's Russian?
I'd say it has to be some kind of Slavic region.
Jacob, I don't know if you're aware, but this type of video will make Kozak extremely happy.
It reminds me of my hometown. Yeah.
Are you like Slav as well?
I mean, my parents are Polish, but let's not get into it.
Oh, okay.
It's all about you today,
Those are really,
Mr. Koopman.
No, those are really funny.
They're good. They're good. Actually, that was from that metal thing. That shot, isn't it? That scene there. What's it called? I'll send it to you later.
Yeah.
I can't think of it right now. Jacob, listen. Thanks so much for popping onto the show. Thanks for playing that fun segment with a bit of crack.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah. No, you guys absolutely nailed it.
Well, thanks very much. We almost didn't nail it. The whole place nearly fell apart on us, but we managed to just hold it up. Tell us, is there anything you'd like to mention before we let you go, before we love you and leave you? Is there anything coming up that you'd like to announce? I know some people are.
Yeah, we're going to start, kind of organizing gigs soon since we've got the roadmap.
Yes. Do you have the roadmap there, Colin? Where's the roadmap?
Oh, we don't know where it is. I think it's
don't have the roadmap.
I give it back to the minister.
All good.
Okay.
It's over there.
Oh, there's a roadmap.
Yeah, so we're gonna. Yeah, there we go. I love that. Actually, I was watching it earlier on. This is it. This is
the oldest roadmap in Irish history.
Absolutely.
So gigs are coming soon. I'm gonna announce them probably for next year. To be fair.
Awesome.
Cool.
There might be some before, but we have 2 singles coming out before the end of the year.
Awesome.
One probably being a month and a half from now. That's featuring Neo, and we don't know the name yet.
Cool.
It's probably going to be called Tell Me.
Wow, you're giving us a lot of information here. This is great.
It's okay, yeah. That's exclusive for you guys.
Love it.
Yeah,
Exclusive for Transmission TV. There you go, guys. And then you've got another single coming out after that. You're saying,
which is a bit more pop punk. My roots.
Cool. All right. So this will be very different to what you've already released.
It's similar enough. But, we can always add in a few flares here and there with like music nowadays. So as long as it's like all. I don't know, like all mixed in very well.
As long as you look the same, it's the same person singing it.
As long as the image is the same, you can do whatever music you want.
I love it. And then you're planning to go to Bali then?
Yeah, I'm going to go in January. I'm going to go and find a house to rent.
Brilliant.
And we'll see where it goes from there.
And tell us, what are you looking forward to the most upon visiting Bali? What's some of the things? I know
for me, it's more like family, I guess. But yeah, I'd love to go and surf and stuff like that. Not think about wetsuits and.
It's going to be roasting there, right? It's going to be really warm.
It's always roasting there, man. Yeah.
And what's your favorite? Like, do you miss like a home meals?
Yes,
What's
meals
kind of the food like over there?
I mean, I don't miss the Bali belly that we get, like, because I don't get used to it sometimes. Like being here for like a whole year and then coming back, like my stomach doesn't get used to that.
Right. We get the Bali belly here as well, but it's the Bali Fermat belly.
Yeah. Bali Fermat.
Jared's belly.
Bali Fermat.
It's the bag of chips and the pints, isn't it? Basically.
That's always it's like, I'm from Bali, and then they're like, Bali Fermat.
Balier.
I actually used to live in Bali Fermat. That's funny.
That's crazy, right?
We're here.
It's a coincidence and a half. So that's awesome, brother. Listen, best of luck with your release, best of luck with your trip, and best of luck with your gigs. And I have to say, it's just such a pleasure to have you here and meet you physically. It's so nice to actually meet musicians physically and not having to do this all through Zoom. My God.
Yeah.
Absolute pleasure.
Kozak and
Max.
Maximillion.
Maximillion.
Well, that's my superhero.
I love it.
Awesome, brother. So, guys, we're going to leave you. We're going to let you go. We're going to be back as well anyway. We're going to be back with a bit of a chat. We're going to announce who our Patreon winner is as well. So before I let you go as well, just give us a little bit of information on that. Every artist has graciously recorded a secret song. So I think we're episode 10, so we've 20 secret songs up on our Patreon now, which is really awesome. So the artists have wonderfully allowed us to and yourself, Jacob, as well. Thank you so much for allowing us to have that. So if you guys want to check more about that, the link is in our bio. The link to Jacob, of course, is in our bio too. The link to anything that we speak about today is in the bio. So do check that, or in the description. So do check that out, and do like and share and subscribe, of course, as well, guys. If you're new, we do this every 2 weeks, and we're promoting the independent art scene here in Ireland, which we love so much, and we are all pretty much part of it here. Colin's in his own band as well. I'm in a couple of bands. We got the guys in Tsunami Studios that record a lot of musicians, so we're all part of it, part and parcel, as they say. So it'd be great if you guys were interested in supporting us. So without further ado, we're going to be playing Is That What You Wanted?
Is that what you wanted? Oh, that's really
we're going to play
song.
that.
We love it.
And then we're going to finish on Weight of the Wave. So we've been with Jacob Koopman, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be back once again after this these wonderful performances by Jacob. So enjoy. Chat to you very soon.
I completely forgot. Are we muted now?
No.
Collecting the pieces of my porcelain shell, you set fire to heaven, so it burns like hell. Save me, somebody save me, 'cause I keep on craving your body, nobody else. Is that what you wanted? Watch me crawling as you're leaving. What did I expect? You made falling look so easy. Yeah, 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 oh, oh, oh. Delicate fragments, cracks in the floor, tracing your footsteps as you walk out the door. Break me, I'll let you break me. They said I was crazy for loving someone like you. Is that what you wanted? Watch me crawling as you're leaving. What did I expect? You made falling look so easy. Given you everything, but you still walk away with things I've been different if I refuse to change. I've given you everything, but you still walk away. Truth is you deserve somebody else with things I've been different. I refuse to change. I put you on this pedestal. Is that what you wanted? Watch me crawling as you're leaving. We sat in silence and waited for the morning to fade. The warning signs throughout the day show shades of gold turn gray. So breathe in deep before we're under the wave before it hits. I don't ever wanna run away. All I want is to stay here with you by your side, here with you until we die. I don't ever wanna run away. All I want is to stay side, here with you until we die. I don't ever wanna run away. All I want is to stay here with you by your side, under the weight of the wave, of the wave, under the weight of the wave.
And that was the wonderful Jacob Koopman, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those two fantastic songs. Is That What You Wanted? And Weight of the Wave. And yeah, that concludes our guests segment for this show, guys. Thanks again for all tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed our show. It's pretty much like this every time, isn't it?
Yes. Do you know what? I just like... It just
look at you clinging onto the roadmap there, like
listen, it's. You know what? We waited a long time for this roadmap, and I'm not letting it go. Don't, Minister. Remember, the government is going to take this roadmap off me.
You said it, my friend.
It's and listen, path to freedom.
Speaking of path to freedom, speaking of roadmap, speaking of top gigs, and independent artists, all bundled into one lovely piece of joyfulness. And guys, in the comments as well, of course, please do let us know who is, and this might be an obvious one for the guys in the comments, I guess, but and I'm asking yourself, Max, as well, and Keito as well, we ask yourself, who is an independent artist that you really, really want to see live? Like, everything opens up 100% capacity, whatever. Who is an independent artist that you really want to see? So let us know in the comments section, guys. Max, let us know. And by the way, we're going to pick somebody from the comment section right now to give away our free Patreon 1 month subscription, which will feature Jacob Koopman's secret song. Nobody else will get to see it but yourselves and anybody else that's part of our Patreon. And by the way, if you want to access our Patreon as well, the link is down there in the description. And it's for as little as 10 quid a month, you get access to all of the secret songs that were recorded by our awesome artists, including Sive Skelly, we had Pastiche, we had Neolithic as well, which Jacob mentioned. We've got Greg Clifford, one of your favourite artists, Greg Clifford, I guess. You mentioned Greg Clifford so many times, it's great. And we've got so many more there, so do check that out, guys. So I can see already some people commenting Jacob Koopman, so that's great. Let us know. Jacob Koopman, of course. Who would you like to see, and for you guys in the comments, obviously being big fans of Jacob Koopman, who would you like to see supporting Jacob, I suppose? Which independent artist would you like to see at a gig with Jacob Koopman for you guys? And Max, what about yourself? Who would you like to see?
You know what? I'm gonna throw a curveball here.
I knew you would, you scallywag.
I am, because in the last while I've been kind of throwing my eye on kind of some of the Irish kind of rock and metal bands that I hadn't heard of before. And of course, good friend of the show and good friend of deMars Entertainment as well, Alexi, released a fantastic EP with his band Fires.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You know, they're much like my old band Cell Games, they're a 2-person, metal band. And I'm crazy to see how that works, and I want to see how they do. But also, a fantastic Irish metal band by the name of Neon Empire.
Oh, of course,
absolutely slaying it. And they had a stunning single called Wrath. And I'm just chomping at the bit to go to a good, balls
rock
to the
gig.
wall, sweaty
you want a sweaty metal rock gig.
And of course, if they need the support, we're always here.
Absolutely. And Keito, and that's a nice little cheeky plug there for yourself, which is great. What we need. And Keito, let us know what about yourself, man. It's hard for, I'm still trying to think, actually, because I genuinely haven't got, I couldn't pick one, so many. So
I actually forgot the question, sorry.
All right, that's it. Forget it. Listen, you're fired. Who can we get in Keito's place here, guys? Guys in the chat, who can we replace Keito with? And don't say Jacob Koopman now, right? We get Jacob Koopman in there doing the production at this stage. Well, the question is, which kind of artist would you want to see? That doesn't have to be independent, but we're obviously supporting independent artists here. So, but is there an independent artist that you would like to see live? Now, Keito does live sound engineering as well in venues across Dublin. So you would obviously see a lot of artists too, Keito, right?
Yeah. All the time, man. Forget who they all are all the time. I'm on the spot, man. I can't think of one.
You're just engrossed into the sound of everything that it's just like, yeah, that's just music. And then Yeah, no, I get it. It's fine. For myself, it is very tricky. Like we've had, even out of the 20 that we've had on this show so far since April, we've had some unbelievable artists that came through the show. With Nathan Mack, for one, really fantastic. Greg Clifford, which you mentioned before. We've got like Ailsa Davey, Bonya were fantastic. Remember Bonya? One of the first
Bonya were
ones.
great.
They're a really, really awesome band, awesome duo.
Yeah, so if I have to pick a band from out here,
let's say
I'd say that's a good one because I'll remember them.
Yeah,
it's been like a year and a half since I've done gigs, man, because of this whole lockdown scenario. So
it's been
quite a long time. I remember the bands that have been in here. I'd say from in here, for me personally, either Bonya or Ash Orphan.
Yeah, I really want to see State Lights again.
Oh yeah,
I want to see Shobsy live. Like that's one for me. I'd love to see Jacob with his band, of course. You know, I think that would be a really cool experience. Big fan of State Lights, of course, with all of the music that they released as well last year during lockdown. So
I think people in the chat there are saying Jacob by himself solo.
Jacob by himself solo. No support acts.
No support acts.
No support acts. Just Jacob on his own. That's it. Absolutely fair, guys. He can carry himself. No bother. 3-hour gig, Jacob Koopman. Yeah. That's it. 3-hour gigs. No support act. Awesome, guys. Listen, thanks so much. We're going to announce the winner. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Do you know who we're going to... Patrick Strodel. Just because your name sounds like strudel, and it made me a little bit hungry there for a nice apple strudel. Patrick Strodel, you have won our 1-month Patreon subscription. Congratulations. It's our tier 2, which features all of the secret songs, behind the scenes bloopers, which we got some of today, which I'm pretty afraid to release actually, for all the shenanigans that were going on backstage, huh?
I was absolutely complicit in any blooping that was going on today, so.
You were. Your voice was heard.
Away.
Your voice was loud and clearly recorded. So give a big congratulations to Patrick, guys. In the chat, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there, guys. Like you said, you know, we love supporting fantastic musicians, and we also love we want to expand this community, and we really value your feedback as well. So do comment away on the video in the finish. We're going to be releasing the mini concert of Jacob Koopman and a mini concert of Shobsy as well over the next week, and some photos and stuff from in the studio and from behind the scenes and stuff like that. So listen, take care. We're going to be back on the 14th, I believe, and back on the 28th as well. We've got some fantastic artists once again. So listen, take care. I was going to say fantastic weekend. We used to be on Fridays. Now we're on Tuesdays. So we're always on Tuesdays. Have a nice long weekend,
your
guys.
roadmap with an extra long weekend.
Yeah, forget about work this week, guys. We recommend just taking a bit of time off. These are all well deserved. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Take care. God bless and goodbye. See you later.